I see what it is. Okay.
Yeah, you're not speaking.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, can you hear me now? Sorry about that, guys. Oops. Sorry. We apologize. New device. Always weird. Sorry about that, guys.
Yep, you're perfect.
Perfection. Donna! Ooh, Panera Bread. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh my god, Panera Bread sounds freaking amazing. They've got really good food. Just watch out for their drinks. They're like super caffeinated and super like bad for you, so watch yourself. Like I was watching that one episode, I think it was something fast foods, and like they've got like these really super caffeinated drinks that are right now that's like unlimited drinks, and it like over caffeinates people. It's crazy. So watch yourself.
I need to go to Panera Bread now.
Yeah. 3 of Coins, Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So 3 of Coins is learning new skills, developing new abilities. Knight of Swords is balance powers in your favor. And the Queen of Swords is a woman of determination, but with barriers between her and others. So, yes, you may have a chance at the job there and the manager and assistant manager job there. But there are barriers between you and that position that you will have to deal with. So definitely just watch out for the barriers that may be there. There could possibly be an ex-boss or an ex-person that's there that could possibly be a barrier that you have to deal with. That doesn't exactly mean that you're not going to get it. It just means that you're going to have to deal with that person and actually have to have a conversation with them and show that you're a changed person type thing. But other than that, you should be fine. Good luck, Donna. Cassie, you're up next. Ooh. Try the green passion smoothie. That's what Donna says. You're mad at me, aren't you, Muffin? I'm being attacked on the stream.
I think she's just hot.
Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate it. I love it too. It's amazing. It looks so amazing up here. It just looks great, in my opinion. The red with the red goes great, and then the black right next to it just works even better. So, and it gives better sound quality to both sides, and Muffin, of course, is attacking them. Page of Cups, King of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. Page of Cups is new social context, Cassie. So, new social context means, hey there, Austin, it's going good. New social context means, obviously you've been talking to some new people in the recent past. The King of Wands is a man of leadership, which I'm guessing Jay tries to be. And then the 7 of Swords is making an important but worthwhile sacrifice. So it wasn't a mistake to hang out with him. Obviously, you made a sacrifice to hang out with him, and you have to understand, is that sacrifice actually worth it to you? And this has to come down to a question of your own personal judgments, because the fact of the matter is you chose to make that sacrifice to hang out with that person, and in doing so, you made those choices. You know what I mean? So you can learn from them, or you can make those permanent sacrifices permanently. So hope that helps. Stinky Pickle! Hey, Muffin. You want in now? Okay. Stinky Pickle, you're going to get the first Muffin reading for the night. Muffin, when you're ready, stop being a butthead. Okay, that's enough? Alright. That one? Alright. Which one? That one? Thank you, Muffin. Last one? I know. That one? Thank you, Muffin. Good girl. Good girl. Not a problem, Cassie. Glad to help. Alright, we have Judgment Inverse. We have the 9 of String and the Page of Swords. I apologize, I never know what to call muffins. Alright, we'll start off with Judgment Inverse first to see where we're going. Judgment, inverse. The reverse card is a reminder that you don't have to weigh every detail. Insignificant matters may be clouding your judgment. Remember that justice is blind and look away. Okay? So, don't argue over every single insignificant detail. Things may be clouding your judgment. Remember that justice is blind and to look away. So, maybe not apologize yet, but it's saying maybe you're going off. Maybe you're going off about something that really isn't that important. But then again, we don't know. The next is the Nine of Wands, which says you're safe and you have a nice, sturdy wall of protection around you. That said, it's not time for complacency. It's time for courage, persistence, and great strength. You're close to having everything you want, but remain on the lookout. Okay, so you're in a protected place. You're in safety. You're close to having everything you want, but you're still on the lookout. So you're safe, but you kind of have that feeling of getting yourself stabbed in the back, which is never good. Page of Swords is the last thing. The page may be a bit jumpy, but it's hard to contain the level of energy. Who knows what's around the next corner? It could be a great next treat or a formidable foe. Either way, that cunning sense of curiosity is going to insist that you find out. So, all in all, the argument with somebody, should you apologize with them? Maybe not, but maybe you should also maybe not be exactly apologize to them, but maybe you guys should come to a reconciliation between the two of you. So, that's the biggest thing, is you have to worry about that reconciliation. Kitty, can you see if there's an echo? And Kevin, if you're getting an echo, try exiting out and coming back in.
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be an echo. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Stinky, that would definitely be one of those things of you guys might need to come to a reconciliation together. Maybe not apologize, but you two need to kind of see what's going on and figure out the difference between the two of you. All right, I will be right back. I gotta grab a muffin and water, so give me 1 minute.
There's not an echo, but I can definitely hear our AC in the background.
Muffin. There you go. I know you're thirsty after all your treats, so there you go. See, I'm a good daddy. I give her water. All right. Next up is Anissa. Will Jesus Smith come back to me?
Even though she has water out there.
Yeah, but she doesn't like running off to go to the water over there. She'll try to drink my soda before she'll drink water, which is weird. Don't ask.
We bought a $40 fountain for you, love, just for you to not use it.
Hey, she uses it all the time. It's just she likes to drink water when she's up here. Anissa, we have 10 of coins. The Emperor and the Ace of Coins. 10 of coins is joint finances and important investment decisions. So before you two kind of left away from each other, you guys were having to make some important investment decisions. Those important investment decisions led to one of you trying to gain their own independence. I don't know which one of you is trying to gain their own independence, but one of the two of you is trying to gain independence. You're trying to get away from the other. And finally, the Ace of Coins says that that person is going to have a new offer coming up to them work-wise, and they should have new doorways opening up for them in the future. So I do not believe you guys will be coming back together. I believe you two will be going farther and farther away from each other. Sorry to say that. Good luck with that, Anissa. Hey, Odeka. Dada. Thank you, Odeka. It's good to see you guys too. Sorry we couldn't be here Sunday. Kitty got really sick and, yeah, you know how that goes. Not a problem, Anissa. Future for CJ and I for the Dada. 10 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. 10 of Wands is do not carry everyone else's burdens. That's a big thing, Donna. Don't carry everybody else's burdens. The High Priestess, I believe, is superstitious and deluded. Yep, superstitious and deluded. And then the Hierophant inversed as well is not a good one either because... Jesus, it's been so long since I read the Hierophant. Stuck in tradition, unable to keep up the times. So there's a lot of superstitious, there's a lot of delusion in this relationship. The CJ may not be exactly a good person, Donna. I would highly recommend possibly maybe reconsider and take some time to actually get to know the person. Maybe talk to them because something's not right. Something's missing. Something's in the background that's not really there. All right, so watch yourself. They've got a past. All right, Big Austin. How did my review go with my manager? Let's see how we did. Big Austin, you're up, my friend. 10 of coins again. Ace of coins and the Emperor. Okay, and the Emperor's inverse. 10 of coins is joint finances and important investment decisions. So during your review, obviously that's very important investment decisions. That's what happened. The Ace of coins says a new doorway is going to be opening up for you work-wise. So this means that you're definitely in a situation where you may be getting more responsibility or a job promotion or even a raise. The last thing is the Emperor inverse, which is too bossy, unable to receive from others. Make sure that you understand you've got to get it in your head. Don't block people out. Be willing to hear from others. Don't become too bossy with this new position. Don't become that person that nobody's able to approach and talk to. Okay? Make sure you're watching out for that and make sure you're never going to become that. All right? Good luck and I hope that helps. Okay. Huh. Really, Kay? Interesting. Not a problem, Austin. Ten of Wands is do not carry other people's burdens. In other words, don't question what was there before is the first thing. The second thing is the Hierophant. The Hierophant, in this situation, says power behind the scenes, also teachers and teachings entering one's life. So there was definitely some power there before, but cleansing it is good. And the High Priestess says follow your instincts. So that means in following your instincts and cleansing it, you've done a good job. I would also, if I were you, I would definitely get some moon water and maybe some solstice water and throw some solstice water or some moon water in the basement. Just to keep it clean and just to make sure it's nicely cleansed. Just a practice that I truly believe in. But hopefully that helps. It doesn't say what it was, but obviously it was something else that you don't want to mess with, and it's better to clean it and not deal with it again. I don't think you had demon workers there or anything crazy, but you might have had something else. Hey Dawson, career. Mr. Kevin Dawson. Career eating. Are you ready for another one, Muffin? Are you ready for another one? You can do the next one, okay? After Kevin's, you can do that one, okay? Alrighty, the Kevin's. The Devil, Judgment, and the Queen of Wands. The Devil in inverse says that you have some blocked visions in the past. Judgment card says there's going to be some powerful transformations and some immense pressures. And the Queen of Wands is a woman of leadership. So we definitely have a lot of transformations and powerful things going to be happening. There's going to be a lot of pressure on you in your career. There's going to be a lot of things going on. And you may have to go to a woman of leadership to help through this. Maybe be the wife, could be the girlfriend, whatever it is. But definitely just remember, take stride from your partner and use the help that they're willing to give. All right, Kevin? Good luck, my friend. Oh, Decca! All right. Nothing. Come on. You see your sister. Nothing. All right, thank you. That one. Thank you. Ace of Wands. That one. Okay, got it. Jeez, I got it. Death card. What else? That one? Okay, thank you. Good girl. Hangman. Good girl. Luna cards. Luna? What? I Luna cards. Alright, the Ace of Wands, the Death card, and the Hanged Man are the 3 cards you got today. Ace of Wands is our first one, so let's start with that. It is currently inverse, so... let's see what Muffin has to say today. Beware of letting ambition cause you to reach for too much. New ventures can promise wonderful, colorful, creative work, but there is a danger of becoming impatient, overwhelmed, or overbearing. Okay? Death card is next. Death card says, the Death card brings changes. A cleansing of unhealthy attachments, surrender, let the vacuum. Hide too much, transformation can be scary. But it's better to clean your problems up than brush them aside and under the rug. Okay? The last one is the Hangman, and that is... Your problems are of your own making and may not even be problems at all. You climbed up a tree and you're able to climb down. In the meantime, patience and a new perspective will serve you well. So, what the cards are saying is there's some chances. I don't think you've ruined your chances with Elle at all. What I think it is, you may be being insecure again and thinking that you've ruined chances. It's time to let things get cleaned up, let the vacuum run, let it do its course, and clean up the past, and make it squeaky clean for the future. Next, the Hanging Dragon says you put yourself in a problem, but that problem may not even be a problem its own. It may just be that you need patience and a new perspective on what the issue is. So take time from where you're at and talk to the person. Communication. Talk. That's all I can say is communicate with your partner. Because the more communication you get, the better it's going to be in the long run, because it helps alleviate the insecurities and also helps alleviate the problems between the relationship. So good luck, Odeka, and I hope that helps. Remember, everybody, communication is key. Amira! Amira, I'm going to tell you, Amira, one of the biggest things about our channel around here is don't bump fluffy butts. Okay? That is one of our big sayings around here, is do not bump fluffy butts. And the reason we say that is because you never want to get into a situation with anybody for any reason whatsoever unless you have 3 things first. 1, foundation. 2, communication. And 3, trust. Once you have those 3 things, then it's okay to bump a fluffy. But until you get those 3 things, it's not worth your time. Now, when you ask questions like this, that's perfectly fine. I understand it. But the first thing you're going to get is the 5 of coins, which is unforeseen expenses. So, unforeseen expenses basically means you may be basically paying for something that you're not expecting. That could mean doctor's offices afterward. It could be taking care of things you're not ready for. The Sun then says growth in all ways, forms, and fashion. Growth could mean pregnancy, birth. It could mean growth of a pregnancy. Growth could also mean growth of a relationship. It could also mean growth of, your maturity between each other. So it could go a lot of different ways with the word growth in this one, especially after the 5 of coins, which is unforeseen expenses. So we could be looking at a situation of unforeseen expenses by having to go to the doctor, growth by you're starting to have a pregnancy and growing, and then the 8 of coins, which is, if I remember correct, craftsman works, abilities being demonstrated. So, yeah, we could basically, if you're asking how they're going to be, they could be really good. The other problem is they could be very, very bad in the long run, because this could end up with you being a mom before you're ready. So, be safe. Don't forget to wrap the willy, and I hope that this helps out as much as it possibly can, okay? So, I don't know. Anissa! Hey, Queen! Queen Tatiana 8. Ooh, I love the name. All right, Anissa, will I hear from Isaiah? Isaiah. Amira, will it work out? The growth card could say yes, but then again, it could also mean that he might run. I'm not sure. So, I can't really tell you on that one because it's very, very confusing. The cards are very, very vague in the sense of they're telling you to watch yourself and be careful. There's unforeseen expenses. There's things that are going to cost you more than you're looking for in that relationship. Basically, the relationship may be more than you want, all in all. But again, that is your choice. The cards can only warn you. Hi, Eve. The Tower, 3 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. The Tower, Anissa, tells us first and foremost, it's time to stop, cut free of everything, and work on our own personal foundation. Okay, Anissa? We need to get yourself in order. You need to work on your foundation. All right. Once you get your foundation in order, the 3 of Cups says that you're going to have a friend coming up from your past. A friend coming back from your past is going to try to help you. And the final thing is the Knight of Wands. So they're telling you that Gonzalez, or Isaiah Gonzalez, may be a Knight of Wands, which is a man of dynamic male energy. Which means this man could be after physical things and only physical things, or it could possibly be a bad person overall. So, Anissa, I tell you, watch yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you love yourself before you try to love this other person, because in all honesty, this person may be a bad person for you, okay? Good luck, and I hope that helps. Luz. So, if you'd like a free reading, it's very, very easy to do that, okay? All you have to do is type explanation join all together and no spaces. Once you do that, you're going to get a nice little, you'll get a Google documentation form. Click that link, fill it out, and once you fill it out, once I get to your question, I'll announce your name and I'll read it out, okay? That way, I'm working on 3 different platforms. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. So I'm working on all 3 platforms at the same time. Amira, that can mean that if you end up pregnant, he could be somebody that runs, not stays. So be very, very careful. All right. Next up is Big Austin. Glad to hear it, Anissa. Big Austin, what's the outcome of spending the weekend at the parents' house? Hopefully rest and relaxation. That's what we all hope for. Right? Queen of Cups. The Devil and the 8 of Coins. Queen of Cups is a woman that wants to develop... I'm sorry. The Queen of Cups is an emotionally sensitive woman. So an emotionally sensitive woman means possibly while being at mom's house, she might be, while being dealing with your parents' house, your mom may be an emotional person at this time. I don't know why. There may be something going on in her life. The Devil says, come out of the shadows and make sure to talk with them. It's time to definitely speak with your parents this weekend. It's definitely something you need to actually, you need to come out of the shadows and actually confront them and talk to them and see how they're going. Because something may be going on in the background that you may not know about just yet. Last is the 8 of Coins, which is, obviously, the Craft Network's abilities being demonstrated. So, in speaking to your parents, they're going to be able to be your parents, as they always are, and explain to you what's going on and make things better. Definitely just talk to them, and definitely sit down and have a good conversation with them this weekend, if that's what you're going to do. Because I'll be honest with you, something's going on with your mom, something's got her emotional. It may not be even something that's with them. It may be something with one of their friends that's got your mom emotional, you never know. I mean, moms sometimes get concerned about other people, and it's good to sit there and go, hey, Mom, what's going on? You okay? So I hope that helps, and good luck with it. Hi, Muffin. Div! General Career, you got it. Muffin's coming back and forth. She stepped out of the room to go get some food. She's back now. Aren't you, Muffin? You want to tell everybody hi? Miss, I take over the entire screen. Alright, Div, we've got the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the Empress Inverse. Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment, okay? Emotional fulfillment is great because as far as general careers go, emotional fulfillment means you're doing something you're emotionally fulfilled with. Okay? Six of Cups means getting to the, basically, this is for Div, the simp. The general career, the Six of Cups is for getting to know the people that are around you, or learning to live in harmony with those around you, which means you're going to need to learn to live in harmony with those around you at work, and learn to not exactly use them, I shouldn't say, but I should say you're going to have to learn how to work together with them so that you guys can, work together and grow together. The last thing is the Empress Inverse. Now, the Empress Inverse, in this situation, says too easygoing and not sticking up for your own rights. So that means that when it comes to your friends or when it comes to your work associates, you're too easygoing. You're probably one of those people that are correct, Amira. That is exactly what I was trying to say. So yeah, he's definitely not a good guy. So Dave, the last part of this is definitely you're too emotional. You're not sticking up for your own rights, which means that you tend to let people dictate you to do what what's going to happen, rather than doing things that are going to help you. You're doing things to help others, and you're never really sticking up for your own self. So don't forget to speak up and actually say, hey, look, I need you guys to do this for me, and I'm doing this for you, so let's work it together. So don't be afraid. All right? Good luck, Tiff. Spooky Queen says you're lovely, Muffin. She says you're beautiful and very lovely. Queen Tatiana! Queen Tatiana, you are up, and it looks like you might be getting a muffin reading, so we'll see. Are we giving her a muffin reading? We are. All right, Queen Tatiana, you are getting a muffin reading, so give me a second. We done? Okay, gotcha. All right. I'm working that one. Thank you. Next one. Nothing. That one. Can you help Buzz if she's not in the and she's not in the queue, please?
She is.
She is? Okay. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn, Muffin. Last one. That one. Okay. I know, beating the card does not stop me. Jeez. Where did you find a cat like that? Why am I reaching for ferret food? Where did we find a cat like this? Muffin, surprisingly enough, Muffin was bought for me a few years ago when she was a baby kitten, and she was brought into our house, and she actually became my PTSD cat. She's been there for me at all times, and she's almost been a familiar for the longest time. She was brought home to be Katie's cat.
She was supposed to be my
She was supposed to,
cat,
but
thank you.
the first weekend that she was in the house, she spent that weekend with Daddy, and she fell in love with me, and she completely bonded to me.
Because
So
I had to go on a work trip, and you stole my therapy cat from me.
yes, cats like Muffin can see spirits. She definitely can. But she definitely became my familiar. She definitely became my PTSD cat. She's been there for a lot of things. Last year when we started doing tarot, and we started doing it, she jumped up on the table and she kept on bumping her head onto my deck, and she was like, my turn, Daddy, I want to do this. So we ended up getting the cat tarot for Christmas. And when we got the cat tarot, we jokingly brought it out, and we set it down, and we were playing with it, and we were bossing it and doing the whole thing. And Muffin jumped up immediately, and she started picking out cards, and she knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew exactly how she had to do it. And I just learned how she did it, and, well, now she does this. So I'm very lucky. So that's how we got a cat like that. Anyways, Queen Tatiana, why did Ben ghost me? So we got Temperance, the Empress Inverse, and the Six of Treats. Muffin is the one that did this for you, so I apologize if this doesn't make sense, but I'll try my best. But the funny thing is she is actually very freaking accurate, which is really, really funny. Temperance. All right. Moderation in all things, even seafood. The water on the outside of the bowl represents the spotless satisfaction that results from balanced behavior. The rays represent angelic equanimity. Go with the flow, not the trickle, not the flood. Patience can get results. So, first, Queen, we have to have patience. That's your past. The Empress is next. The Empress Inverse is our next card. The Empress Inverse tells us, the card suggests trouble in paradise. Maybe you're having bad luck in love, maybe your squeaky toy bit back. Focus on yourself while you regroup. Okay, so Ben obviously was bad luck. He was a bad person. He just didn't match with you, and that's probably why he ghosted you. So instead of being a man, he was a boy, and he chose not to speak up and speak his mind and have communication, which is the most important thing ever when it comes to relationships. And he ran off like a little bitty baby boy. So instead of actually being a man and taking responsibility and actually going, hey, I don't think this is going to work, he ghosted. The last thing we have is the 6 of Treats, which is, I think, pentagrams, but I've got to double check. Let's see what Muffin's got her last bit of information for you. And the 6 of Pentagrams, it is inversed. So her last bit of voice is, yes, treats are headed your way, but for some reason, you won't be able to hang on to them. Be careful about taking an eye off your booty, or bounty. It could also be your own self-centeredness that allows good fortune to slip through your hands. The universe gives and it takes away. So, with the future coming, you have good things coming your way. If you don't open up your eyes and make sure to take these things in properly, you could lose them, Queen Tatiana. So, make sure that you do not look past the great gifts coming your way and let go of the past and make sure to open up your heart for the new people that may be coming. This could be a new relationship, this could be whatever, but if you're still sitting there stuck on Ben, you could possibly miss it. So, hopefully that helps. Good luck. Good girl. Good girl. You did such a good reading. You did such a good reading. All right, Jane. Ooh, bar exam. Ooh, good luck. That is hard as hell. I don't know what state you're in, but man, the bar is not easy. And I will tell you this: depending on what state you're in, the bar exam gets harder. New York has got one of the hardest bar exams in the world, I've heard. Well, the hardest ones in the U.S., I should say. So hopefully you're not in New York. But if you are, good luck. We'll see what you got for you. Jane, will you pass the bar? 10 of coins, 7 of cups, 7 of coins. All right. 10 of coins is joint finances are important investment decisions. Obviously, taking this exam is a very, very important investment decision. So, from Malaysia, all right. Cool. Important investment decision. Obviously, taking the bar is a very, very important investment. It's an investment on your future. The 7 of Cups says confusion, the need to get your priorities in order. So, before you walk in there next week, you need to get your priorities in order. You need to get everything in order. Things are really, really shaky. Things are really, really confusing. If you do not get them in order, you may have problems. Final thing is the 7 of Coins, which is hard work but approaching your harvest time, which means 7 days from now, when you go in for that exam, which is great, you will have worked really, really hard, and it'll be time for your harvest time. And once you do that, you should be fine. I think you will pass. I think you will do fine, all right? Good luck, Jane, and I wish you the best. Yes, we do have a calico as well. She is extremely shy and does not come out.
She is my therapy cat, which
She
I
is,
find
yeah, kitties.
hilarious, because not only I have anxiety, but my cat does.
Yep. Can't think of a name. 14. Sean, what does the universe think I have to say about me manifesting Chloe? Ooh. Not a problem.
Robin, you're being so stupid.
She is white, orange, and brown. She is a sweetheart. I could go pick her up and bring her in here. She would actually come in right now.
She out?
Yeah, she'd actually come in right now. Hold on, let's see if I can. This is a very rare thing. I'm going to go see if I can bring in Lyra. So guys, you have to understand she's going to cry. She's going to be a little scared. Just understand, I'm not hurting her. I'll be right back.
She's fine. She just doesn't like being picked up. Hi, baby. Are you hiding?
This is Lyra. She's our other kitty in the house. She's very, very scared. Muffin's trying to support her, give her love. This is Lyra. She's our sweetheart.
See, you're fine.
See, it's Mommy.
You're fine, baby.
Yeah, it's Lyra. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. You okay? Yeah. You wanna go? Okay. We love you. Go on, go on, go on. I know, Daddy, no video for you. That's Lyra. So I apologize. She's very, very camera shy, as you guys can tell. I know, you're mad at the world. Go ahead and scratch up the carpet. Yes, I get it.
Do we need to brush her again?
What?
Do we need to brush her again?
Yeah, I think we need to brush her again. I'm literally like, I've got a cat on me. Anyways, can't think of a name. Are we here? Alright. Can't think of a name. Queen of Coins, Eight of Swords, and the Fool inverse. Queen of Coins is a woman who wants to develop the work side of her life. So Chloe may be trying to develop the work side of her life. That's not a bad thing. But the Eight of Swords says frustration. Can't see your way out of a problem. This means that obviously there's some problems between the two of you, and whether you're manifesting her or not, I don't think it's going to possibly work out at this time. The Fool inverse says that there's going to be depression of energy, or basically no energy between the two of you, which means it's going to be a while before that resets and fixes itself. Manifesting her now is not going to be a good thing. It's going to end to bad things. So don't do it now. Wait. Build that foundation. Build that communication. Build that trust. All right. Next up. Denise DeShell. Congratulations! Oh my God, you got SkyWest. Ooh, that sounds amazing, girl. Final interview yesterday. That's amazing, Denise. That meow that she has is I'm scared or I'm anxious. She was basically telling us like, Dad, why am I on this? Why am I in the cameras? She doesn't like it. And I know she was scared. I know she was, but she's now right now sitting here looking at me over here on the side. She's literally watching me going, yeah, why did you do that? And she's just being her goofy self. She wasn't hurt, I promise you. She was scared because she's not used to it, but she is who she is. She just gets scared of everything because her anxiety, which is fine.
She also doesn't like this room because of Luna.
She doesn't like this room because of the ferrets, too. Alright, we got the 6 coins, 4 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. 6 of Coins. It's been a while. Want to be generous with the need to be more discriminative. Okay. So in the past, you wanted to be more generous, but you need to be more discriminative, which means, obviously, that's not a bad thing. That just means in the past, you need to be a little bit less giving of yourself. Money-wise, personal-wise, things like that, okay? 4 of Wands is working together with others towards a common goal or purpose. Usually, whenever it comes to final interviews with with airlines, you become a group with people and you work together to basically learn and train and move forward. So we have the 4 of Wands that are saying you're about to go into a situation where you're going to be learning with others to reach a single goal. Finally, the Queen of Wands is going to say that you're going to become a queen or a woman of leadership in this group. So, Do I think you're going to do well? I think you definitely have very good qualities. You have very good future here. And it definitely says you're going to be working together with others towards a common goal or purpose to move towards a goal. Which means I think you're going to be definitely in that classroom within the next month or so, working towards that goal, or within the next year, I guess, or whatever it is. I don't know how long. I don't know how often they get together. So good luck. It looks like you might be the leader of the group. Who knows? Amelia, no, you have not. You missed yours. Because yours is right now. Amelia, 5556. Ooh. I would be the same way, Spooky Queen. I wouldn't want to be on camera either. Lyra's very much so that way. She never likes being on camera, but she is the most beautiful little kitty in the entire world when she wants to be. But she's just so anxious, and it's really, really hard for her to be in this room, especially with the ferrets. She does not like Luna. She does not mind Bonnie, but she does not like Luna. I will say that. All right. Why was this person stalking you? Okay. We have strength. Strength first says intention is cause. This person has the intention of being with you. They want you in their life, or they want you to basically be theirs. That's why they stalked you. The King of Wands says they're a man of leadership, and they're very, very much so. They want to possess you and own you, and that's not a good thing. Obviously, this is a person you want to stay the hell away from. Last card is the Two of Wands, which is good advice being given and received. Remember, if this person continues this way, go to the police, get the hell rid of him, okay? Good luck, Amelia, and be safe. Hello, Jasmine. What's up? All right, Luz, Lizardo. Will I be accepted into one of the two universities I will apply to? All right. Ooh, I love it when people ask these questions. Congratulations on getting through 2 universities. Those are amazing. I wish you the best in getting your acceptances. It's not easy. But let's see what we got for you, Luz. We have the King of Coins. We have the Hierophant Inverse and the Five of Wands. King of Coins is a man that top his trade and or profession. This could possibly be your father. This could be the administration office. This could be a lot of different people, Luz. Luz, this means that somebody's basically already seen your application and they've already made their opinion on you. The Hierophant Inverse tells me, because I hate this card because I can never remember it, stuck in tradition, unable to keep up with the times. So, your exam may be stuck in tradition, unable to keep up with the times. You may possibly have written incorrectly. I'm not sure what's going on there, but definitely not good things in that aspect of saying. The Five of Wands being the last thing, this says, challenge for others, hold fast your resolve. So you could have basically put in something in your essay that may possibly put you into a situation where you may have to kind of make up for it when it comes to time for interviews, if you guys go for an interview. Because I know some universities are that way, some are not, depending on the university. If you've got to go for a university, you're going to have to stick up for yourself, and you're going to have to actually show who you are as a person and not change who you are, just stick to who you are. But other than that being said, as it stands right now, you should be fine. Just don't stop being who you are. All right, Luz, Rosardo, good luck. Hey, Raven.
I never understand. I mean, technically.
How am I doing? I am doing extremely well, Real Brook. The Real Brook. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm doing very well today. I'm just one of those days. What's up, baby?
Spooky Queen asked a question.
What's up?
I'm streaming.
Okay, so, all right. So here's my desk, obviously, and in front of me is a camera right here. In front of me is there's a computer right here. On top of that computer, we have 2 Logitech cameras. Those 2 Logitech cameras, this side is TikTok, this side is YouTube and Twitch. Basically how they work is they're both the same exact type and they run through OBS. OBS then basically pronounces it through to TikTok and it also pronounces it through to the other 2. That being said, we have two separate computers running this thing at the same time. So basically, this camera's running for TikTok. Obviously, these cameras are for, the other two. So that's how it works. We're thinking about getting a stand here very soon. We're going to be picking up a microphone stand that's going to be standing about right here. And we're going to have it stand basically about right here. We're going to have a camera that faces down. I'm going to get an Elgato so I can actually switch between cameras fast. And we're going to be able to hopefully start soon showing the cards a little bit better. So that's what we're hoping for. So, yeah. Anyway. Gotcha, Odeka. When you're out of ads, Odeka, let me know. So that's what we're planning on doing. And then when we do that, we're going to have a third camera. That third camera is going to be set directly down. And when we actually get to the point where we're actually, talking about a card set, we'll basically have it pop down so you guys can actually see the cards and then work from there. That may only happen on Twitch and YouTube. I'm not sure if we're going to at least ever be able to do it on TikTok, because TikTok does not allow us to have multiple cameras, sadly. That is good, Odeka, because you're up. Does L like me as much as I like him? Well, let's see what we got for you, Odeka. With your little corgi pictures. So cute. Anyways, sorry. Sorry, Odeka. I had to be cute. Oh my gosh, I think it's shuffle today. Years and years and years and years of shuffling Magic the Gathering cards. Three of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Three of Wands is all about leadership. Okay, Odeka? The Three of Wands says for the longest time you were kind of the one in the leadership position. You were the one that basically liked the other one more. Obviously, that was something that's always been that way for a very long time because it is what it is. The Knight of Cups says that he is a very emotionally sensitive man, and because of that, he's been going through a lot of ups and downs, and that's not because of anything you've done wrong or anything wrong. Period. It's just that he's been very emotionally affected by a lot of things that are going on in his life. This may not be anything you've done to him; it may just be the things that are going on in his life around him. The final thing is the Six of Swords, which says the negative things are lifting from your guys' relationship, which means that you two are he's starting to get less and less of a roller coaster, and he's starting to finally settle out and see what you mean to him and what and you're starting to see what he means to you. Therefore, you guys are starting to have that, equality come back. Never once can I say that you loved him more than he loved you, or vice versa, or anything of that fact, because the fact of the matter is, while he was going through these, these emotional roller coasters, there were times where, yeah, you loved him more. There were times that he loved you more. And that was because of all the stress that he was having. Just because people have changes of hearts, or just because that people have changes of mind, due to the stress that's going on in their life, does not change what they truly think of somebody in the end. And I don't think it's changed anything about you and him at the end of it. So, like I said, you two need to communicate. You two need to really talk. And I think you'll see the truth in it, okay? Good luck.
I cannot wait till we have our own house again.
Not a problem, Odeka.
I mean, second house. I can't wait till we have our second house.
Yeah, we are. Well, I will say this. So, as you all know, this is our house. We bought this house. We own this house. We are right now in the position of we want a bigger home, and we're actually looking at this place that's very near us, and it would be a bigger home for us. It would actually change the entire setup for this. We would actually have a dedicated room to set up for sound room and everything like that, and things like that, and it would actually allow us to build up a little bit more of a house for our streams like this, as well as our as well as Katie's business, because we're actually thinking about adding in a tub. Oh my. Soul Reaver, thank you for the subscription with Prime. We appreciate it immensely. And I believe that... Okay, was that just a... Yeah, that was. Okay. It's been a while since I've gotten a thing. But thank you very much for the subscription with Prime, Soul Reaver. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Don't forget to do your dishes. Come on in and ask for a reading. We'd love to help it. So there you go. But yeah, we are working on a new house. And when we're working on the new house, we are actually going to be changing up the entire design. When that comes down, that's not going to be happening probably until a little later this year or probably next year. We're not exactly sure. We have to finish a few bills first, and then once those are finished, we're going to start that. And then, oh, thank you, Luz. We appreciate that. That being said, when that stuff does come down, we'll make sure to tell everybody on the Discord. Obviously, we might be going down for like 2 weeks while we're moving and setting up a new house. Obviously, you guys figure out if that happens. Anyways, I just want to let you guys know, but yeah, we are actually looking at possibly getting out of this soon, because, I mean, we love our house, don't get us wrong. We love being on a mountain, but it's getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous to travel 30 plus minutes to get into town just to get a damn burger. So, we've kind of gotten to that point where we're like, I think we're done with this. Anyway.
Plus, the house has centralized air, so you
Yes.
guys will not hear our AC
Yes,
going
so we
on.
won't have these stupid little AC units all the time. That is one thing I do miss, is we don't have centralized air. This is a house on a freaking mountain. When it was built, they were unable to put in central air because there is no basement. So yeah. Yeah, horrible. Trust me. Anyways, but yeah. Amira, what is this Aquarius person's intentions and feelings? Let's see what we've got for you, Amira. The Lover's Inverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Emperor Inverse. The Lover's Inverse says that they basically, first and foremost, are red flags. Think about all the red flags you've had in past relationships. This person is all about those red flags. This person basically is like previous mistakes in other relationships. This person is like all of them combined into one, okay? I'm doing yours, Amira. The Eight of Wands says the relationship would go extremely fast, meaning the relationship would go super fast, meaning you guys would start, after they got what they wanted, they'd be gone. The last thing is the Emperor Inverse, which is saying they're extremely bossy and unable to receive from others, which means they would be in charge of it, they would basically do what they wanted to do and leave. So definitely not a person you want to be around, Amira. Good luck. Denise Deschelle. How I like working on Skyward West. Let's see. Hopefully it's going to be good. I mean, honestly, Denise, if you get this job, I'll be so super excited for you, because honestly, it'd be great to see you basically working for an airline, because we know you'd love to. So, awesome. Can you explain to Vanessa how to do that? Alright, Seven of Wands, which is take down your barriers and let other... Wait, Seven of Wands is not that. Hold up. Okay. Seven of Wands. Cut down your problems one by one and do not let them overwhelm you. This is your past, okay? So obviously your past is kind of rolling up on you, and this is one of those things of don't forget to cut down your problems one by one. Don't let them overwhelm you. Once you get there, you're going to become the Queen of Wands, which is a woman of leadership. A woman of leadership means that you're going to be actually a lead. You're going to be basically taking charge and pushing forward. The last thing is the Empress, the High Priestess Inverse, which is kind of weird to me because that would mean superstitious and deluded. Superstitious and deluded means kind of some scary things there. When you're in lead, you may be superstitious of other people, thinking people are going to try to take your job and things like that. It could be a very competitive job. That being said, it doesn't have to be that way. Just remember, be a kind heart and be a kind person, and basically open up to people around you, and try not to be back in that high school BS. Try to make the workplace a good place, not a high school environment. Okay? Good luck, and I hope that helps. But you're definitely going to be a woman of leadership, so as a woman of leadership, you do not have to let it be high school. You can let it become a good work environment rather than one where everybody's trying to cut each other's throats. All right? Jasmine D, you're up. Oh, no, you're fine. The more information you give, Jasmine, the more I'm able to actually read into it, which is fine. Just give me a second to read, because I'm a speed reader, yes. So, basically what you're telling me is, you started as platonic friends, so you guys already have foundation. This is great. You guys have communication, and you guys have trust. 3 things that I say are the most important thing in every single relationship in the entire world is foundation, communication, trust. Okay? Those three things are what makes a good relationship start. If you don't have those three things, you need to tell the boys to kick rocks. End of story. You already have that, which is great. Let's see what the cards say, and let's see where we go from there. We have strength inversed, we have the tower inversed, and we have temperance. So, strength inversed is not exactly a great one. It says you're too emotional and you're not thinking things through. Okay? So, you're right now too emotional and you're not thinking things through. So what that means to tell me is that you right now just recently got out of a relationship with somebody else, and you may be too emotional from that previous relationship, and you may not be thinking about this completely straight yet. So it may be time for you to stop and take a break. Because the next card I have is the Tower Inverse. Okay? Now the Tower Inverse says that your foundation is very, very cracked and shaky, and you're not ready for a new project at this time. So, never was in a relationship, but you had something else go on in the past that's got you somewhere in there, but, okay. Because you're shaky, being shaky, coming into this, the tower is still saying your foundation is still shaky, which means you still need to work on basically being able to love yourself a little bit more before you move forward. The last thing we have is the Temperance. And Temperance says reflection on one's own maturation. Now, that final card says reflection upon one's own maturation. This means that, honestly, what you need to do is, if you want to pursue this person, which is fine, I understand that completely fine, before you pursue them, make sure you understand that first and foremost, you need to make sure that your own foundation is right. Make sure that you can love yourself and you can look at that mirror in front of you and say, this is what I want and this is who I truly am and I love myself for who I am. And as you walk forward and you talk to this person, and communicate with this person, you two will be able to come to a mutual agreement and work together and basically become a tight-knit group and work forward. That being said, be mature about it. Be your age. Don't be a high school girl that's like sticking notes in his locker and stuff like that. No. You have to be upfront and communicate immediately with this person. Don't play games. Don't pursue. Announce and tell him exactly how you feel, and when you do, he will give you his timeline of what he's feeling. And just respect that, and you two can work together. Alright? Good luck, and I wish you guys the best.
Or you could do my approach to how I got dark.
Hold on. Jasmine, I was never saying that you were in school. What I was trying to say is you don't want to do this like a high school relationship. You don't want to be that person that tries to do it through a note or tries to do it through a text message. You want to be upfront, honest, and very, very mature with this person. You have to show them your maturity and tell them exactly how you feel. Now, if you're telling me that he is the one that's holding back, this means that he is not currently ready, and you've got to give him the time to get to his side of it to make it right. Once you two both come to that time that it's right for both of you, then you guys can move forward. But that's what communication is all about. Working together to communicate and basically work on that trust together to meet the right time that it's good for both of you. He may have other things in his past that's causing him problems. So don't ever forget that. So, I wish you guys the best. Just take your time, communicate, communicate, communicate. That's the most important thing ever. Hi, Jennifer. Raven! What's coming up for you so you can prepare? Gotcha. Raven, you are up. Why you got the Del Toros out?
Oh, you're asking about mine?
Yeah.
I get a whiff of Daisy's energy.
Daisy's not even here.
I know.
Alright, Raven! We have the Empress, we have the Knight of Coins, and we have the High Priestess. The Empress is all goods. Alright, because it's actually in a good positioning, which says the need to cultivate your own creativity. So you need to be creative. The Knight of Coins is a man that wants to develop the work side of his life, which means you may have a guy that wants to develop this work side. And the last thing is the High Priestess, which is follow your instincts. Okay, Raven? Don't forget to keep following your instincts. Don't forget to keep working on that creativity that you have. And don't forget, if there's a guy that's trying to come into your life, if he's not trying to develop the work side of his life, tell that boy to kick rocks. All right? I hope that helps, Raven, and I wish you the best. Mana. Amelia 5556. How does Juan feel? All right, let's see what we got you. Bet, LOL. Always Raven, always there to help, girl. You know I got your back. Anyways. All right, Amelia 5556. We got the Wheel of Fortune inverse, the Two of Wands, and the Death card. Semper, welcome back, my friend. How are you doing? Good to see you, my good friend. Good to see you. You know, don't see you a lot, so good to see you when you come. All right, so Amelia, we've got the Wheel of Fortune inverse in this situation. The Wheel of Fortune inverse is not always a good thing because it's basically saying exaggerated expectations. So what you were hoping was going to happen may not be going as planned. But the Two of Wands is good advice being given and received, which means you've had a lot of people that are there that are giving you good advice on how to deal with this, and that's great. Take that advice and keep moving forward. Because the last card we have is the Death card, and that's your future, and that says, do not worry about the past. The past is going to, the bad in the past is going to go away, and the good is coming forward in the future. So do not worry, do not fret. Know that good things are coming your way, okay? Hope that helps. All right. Next up is Amira. Can I know what this Aquarius intentions and feelings is again? I want to see it. No, you're fine. Aquarius intentions and feelings are good. Okay, no problem. Draco, I have no clue what your number is in line. Did you go to the link and put in a question? Because I have 3 people currently, 4 people.
He's next.
Oh, he's next. Okay, you're next in line, Draco. So, heads up. Once I finish with Amira here, we go right with you. Hey, Semp, you got a question for the cards tonight, or are you good? Amira, we got the Two of Coins, Temperance inverse, and Judgment inverse. Two of Coins is new job, same location. I'm sorry, same job, new location. I always reverse that. Why do I always do that? Okay. So basically this person is, possibly what this person may be doing is, in the thoughts process of this, is same job, different location, maybe moving. Maybe getting away from you, moving away from you, type thing like that. Temperance, inverse, says stuck in the past, true introspective. This person is very, very introspective, which means they're very into themselves and they're only after their own self-interests. The Judgment card inverse is the last one, which says fears, phobias, and bad things. Basically, fears and phobias, which means bad juju all the way around. This is a person that basically only wants what he wants, and then after he's got what he wants, he's taking off. He has absolutely no feelings for the person. He has absolutely total fears of commitment. He has total no intention of wanting a relationship. He just wants to get that one thing and get the heck out. So, definitely not a good person. Alright? Good luck, Amira, and I hope that helps. Good to know, Semper. Glad to help you, brother. Alright, Draco, what is going to happen to me in the next couple months? Let's see what we got for you. We've got a muffin Heidi on the TARDIS. We have the Ten of Coins, the Magician inverse, and the Six of Swords. The Ten of Coins is joint finances or important investment decisions. So, in the next couple of months, in the recent past, you've had some joint finances or important investment decisions, okay? So, in the last few months, you've had some very important things coming up, okay? The Magician is inverse. So, the inverse of a magician basically says that you've been overthinking and you've been over-talking about things. So, basically, you guys have had a lot of investment decisions or you've had a lot of money issues that are coming up. And basically what's going on is, instead of taking care of these or instead of acting on them, you're constantly overthinking and you're constantly over-talking it. Or, how's the word I'm thinking of it? You're talking yourself out of making these deals, or you're talking yourself out of going after these things, or you're overthinking it going, oh, I can't do this. That being said, you basically placing yourself in this position where you are thinking yourself out of it, or you're basically pushing yourself out of doing things that you would have, which could have done good things for you. The last thing is the Six of Swords, which is the negative things are going to start to lift soon. So those negative things that are stopping you from making these investments, or these negative things that are stopping you from making these choices, are actually going to start going away. And as they do, you're going to start to be able to make more decisions. You're going to start to be able to make more headway towards the good or the best side of it. That being said, just understand, in the next couple of months, that means, it's going to take time. The Six of Swords can say 6 days. It could also mean 6 weeks. It could also mean 6 months. Let's hope it's 6 weeks. That's the way it would be within the next couple months. That way it helps you out. But I hope that helps out the best you can, okay? Good luck, and I hope that helps you, sir. Can't speak today. Whew. Oh, hey, Semper, I was actually going to ask you something. What is the piece of you have this piece of this keyboard on your desk that you can hit and it basically switches your cameras for your OBS? What is that thing called, if you don't mind me asking? I totally forgot. Amelia, general love. Or is it just a keyboard? I have no clue. I think they're called Elgatos. I'm not sure. Alright, Amelia, general love. We have the Two of Wands, the Sun inverse, and the Ace of Swords. Two of Wands is good advice being given and received. The Sun inverse is you're too close to the sun, you might be getting burned. So, you might want to take a break from looking for love. And then the Ace of Swords says you're going to be looking at a breakthrough very, very soon. I think that's because you just recently had that stalker. It's telling you to kind of take a break away from the relationship. Take care of your issues that are happening right now. Then after they're all taken care of, then when the breakthrough comes through, start moving on towards a new relationship. All right? All right. Odeka. That is probably one of the hardest questions in the world, and I'm going to tell you honestly, I have the same question constantly about my own. Parents in general are very difficult to deal with, and I will tell you, Odeka, as you get older, and things change in your life, talking to your parents gets either easier or gets harder. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean that in the honesty of all things. I can never speak to my father again. My father passed away multiple years ago, and when my father passed away,
speak for yourself.
Speaking to my mother became so much harder. Because my mother and father had just gone through a nasty divorce, and then my father passed away. And I always, in the back of my head, I've always kind of blamed my mom for that in ways and stupid things. But it's become over and over and over years, all these years, I barely talk to my mom. And that's not fair to that woman. But now that I've actually got a new mother and father, because I now have my in-laws, I talk to them all the time. So again, it all depends on that relationship. It takes a little bit of time, and trust me, it all depends on what's going on in your life and what's happened. But will it ever become easier? Let's see what the cards say. The Nine of Wands says, take down your barriers and let other people support you. So what this might be telling you is it may be time for you to take down the barrier between you and your mom. It may be time for you to sit there and remove that barrier and go to your mom and say, hey, look, what happened in the past happened in the past. Let's clean the slate. Let's talk from here forward. If you guys can remove the past and you can move from that day forward, don't worry about the past and you guys can move forward. The Six of Swords says lifting of tensions. This means that if you go to her today and you tell her these things, there would be a lifting of tensions and the things would be better between the two of you. Finally, the last card is the Ten of Coins, which the Ten of Coins says joint finances are important investment decisions. This means that your mother going forward may possibly be somebody there that would be able to help you in investment decisions and help you further yourself financially, educationally, things like that. So going to her now may be your best bet to maybe wipe the past away. And I mean, I understand some things aren't wipeable, some things aren't forgettable, but remember, in the end of it, we're all just human. We all make mistakes. So if you can forgive, forgive. If you can't, well, then you know the answer. So there you go. Hope that helps. Glad to hear it. Amira! I try to give as best advice as I can, Odeka. I really, really do. Rohit, if you'd like that question answered, please type explanation join and join the and join the actual queue, and I'll gladly help you out with that. Okay? Amira. The Ace of Wands, the the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So the Ace of Wands says, first and foremost, it's time to look into a new plan of action. Okay? Maybe being a fitness model may not be a success for you. It may be that you may need to come up with a new plan of action because, in truth of it, a fitness model is one thing, but what if that just doesn't work? What if you get hurt or something? That completely ruins your chances of moving forward, and you've lost an entire career. The Ace of Wands is telling you it's best to come up with a new plan of action and have a backup plan and a tertiary plan just in case, because it's always good to have backup plans, okay? The next is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says the balance of power is in your favor, which means you have a very good chance of being successful. But just because you have a good chance of being successful does not mean that you shouldn't have backups just in case. While the cards are in your favor, always have backups just in case. And the last thing is the Four of Swords, which is, again, lifting tensions, clearing away negative things. Good things are coming forward. So, you do have a very good chance for this. There is a very high chance of being successful. But, always have backups. Good luck, Amira. That's the cards telling you. You need to have a backup just in case. Emilia, General. Gotcha. Emilia, general question for you. Alright, we've got the Fool, we've got the Five of Cups, and the Two of Wands. The Fool is a new chapter opening up in one's life, creativity, okay? So, new chapter opening up in one's life, that's a good thing, always great. Five of Cups is disillusionment if you rely on the commitments of others. Okay, so you've got to watch it when people are telling you they're going to do something. Don't take them at their word. Make sure you have it in writing. Don't just take them at their word. Finally, the last one is the Two of Wands, which is good advice being given and received. Make sure this good advice being given and received has shown up in like 3 of your readings today. Something is going on that is telling you to watch yourself. 3 of your readings today have had this same card. 3 of them. And they've told you good advice being given and received. There is some really good advice going on in your life that's telling you to take care of something. You need to take care of that thing. Do not put it on the back burner. Make sure you get it in writing, and make sure you do not just take a handshake deal. Make sure it's all in writing. All right, Amelia? Good luck. I hope that helps. Amanda Jean is my name. General, Amanda, are you here? Billie Jean is not my lover. Oops, sorry. Good deal. Hi, Amanda. All right, let's see what we got for you. General question, you got it. 1, 2, and 3. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Coins, and the Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords says the balance of power is in your favor. Okay, Amanda Jean? But that means life is on, the balance of the scales is on your side, and you actually have good things going forward. The Queen of Coins tells me that you want to work on the work side of your life. You're trying to really provide better for your work career, and you're trying to really advance that, which is great. But the cards also tell me that you're a Queen of Cups, which means you're very emotionally sensitive right now, which means that you're going through a lot of emotional things. What my cards are telling me is it's time for you to stand up for yourself and make sure to stand your ground and build your foundation. Don't allow people to play with you and play with your heart. Make sure to stand your foundation and move forward strong and, strong as an oak, as they say. That being said, I wish you the best and I hope that helps. Not a problem. That would explain. Okay, that would definitely explain the emotionals. Yeah, just remember this. Just because you broke up with him, don't go running back to him. Get your foundation right, get yourself right. And don't forget, I mean, just because you're alone doesn't mean you're actually alone. You still have friends, you still have family, you still have people that care about you. And it's better to get your foundation right and get yourself strong before you start stepping into the next relationship. As I always tell everybody, with our relationships, it's always about three things. Foundation, communication, and trust. If you can't have those three things in a relationship, it's best to tell the person to kick rocks. Because it's better to have a relationship where you both understand each other than a relationship that's just going to hurt you in the end. Amira! Will I get to be a fashion model? Alright, wow. We can see Amira's definitely working hard to be something good. King of Coins, Knight of Coins, and the Hierophant. The King of Coins means there's a man at the top of trade profession that's already got his eyes on you. Because the Knight of Coins have already said that they've got their eyes on you. So you've already gained recognition in the eyes of somebody else. The Hierophant is the last card, though. The Hierophant tells us a little different than something. The Hierophant says the power behind the scenes also teaches and teachings entering one's life. Which means it looks like there may be a teacher that may be pushing you towards a brand and or something else. That being said, again, don't forget. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Always have a backup. Alright, Amira? Always have a backup. Pisces B girl! We're doing good. How are you? Good to see you again.
Also, wait a little bit. Daisy said she's on her way. She didn't get the notification.
Oh, nothing. Hold up, Pisces. We're going to see what we can do for you. It does look like you'll be successful, Amira. It looks like there's already somebody that's got their eyes on you, so congratulations. Nothing. Do you want to do one? Nope. Okay.
That was the most clear stated no I've ever heard from this guy.
That was, looked at the cards. No, thank you. I'm drinking water, Daddy. Yes, Amira. That's correct. All right. All right, Pisces B girl. Let's see what's going on. We have the Knight of Coins. Ooh, the Fool inverse and the Sun. That's an interesting combination. Okay, the Knight of Coins says the man wants to develop the work side of his life. So he's trying to build money, he's trying to develop a work, he's trying to develop a job. Now, the next card I have is the Fool, which says negative energy. Now, that means that there's, like, no spark between the two of you. There's no energy between the two of you. You guys are just kind of talking to each other, like, eh. So, but then I've got the Sun, which says growth in everything. So, that being said, the Knight of Coins telling you he should be work-eccentric. The fact that there's no energy between you and this guy, and the fact that you're going to grow in all ways, forms, and fashion in the future, means I'm probably guessing this guy's going to be probably a no-go, and you're going to grow and find somebody better in the future. Okay. Okay, I apologize. My cards sometimes will say he when they should say she. They are older cards, so they're not gender neutral as they should be. So I apologize. So you have to understand, the cards may feel that that person's more of a masculine force to be reckoned with, while she may be a female. So understand that my cards are not gender neutral. They are older. But that being said, I'm seeing no energy, but then I'm seeing a growth, which means there's probably going to be a situation that you're going to have to get through it. And that being said, if maybe you guys can get past this negative energy, the negative energy might be the ex. Because they both dated because she dated your friend. Oh, okay, okay, that might actually be the negative energy. Didn't think of that. But then there's growth in the future. So if you can both get past this ex of yours, that might actually be possible. So, that being said, if you guys can get past the negative energy, there'd be giant growth. But if you can't get past the negative energy, then you're going to grow by yourself. So I hope that helps, and I hope that gives you some explanation. Good luck. Because there's a she-wolf in the closet. Wow. Anyways. Amelia, 5556. Page of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Two of Wands. The Page of Wands is learning and traveling. Okay, so the first card is learning and traveling. When you changed for bigger manifestations. You had to learn and you had to travel more. You had to change your path. You had to change where you were traveling to, and you changed that. You did that. That's fine. What happened next was the Three of Swords, and this is what's happening right now. You're dealing with heartbreak unless you can learn to communicate. And learning to communicate is a very, very important thing. And then it comes to this exact card again. That is 4 times we've hit this card today with you, Amelia. I'm really starting to worry about it because the Two of Wands comes up last and it says good advice being given and received. That is 4 times. 4 times. You took a path, and that path you're taking, it's going to lead you to heartbreak unless you can learn to communicate with those around you. You need to find that communication. You need to do what needs to be done. That card means you need to take a good advice being given and received. Good advice being given and received means this. There are people around you that care about you. They really do, and they've been giving you advice for a very long time. These people, their advice, when they give you this advice, you hear this advice, you receive this advice, but you're not taking the advice. Okay? So you've heard this advice, you've taken the advice, but you have not used the advice. It's time for you to go through all the advice you've been given in the past and look at it and really consider all this advice you've been given and think, hey, look, something in this is definitely telling me what direction I'm supposed to be going, because the cards are screaming at you. Good advice being given and received. You've gotten this advice. You've gotten the answer, what you need to do to get bigger or to get through all these things, and you keep on looking past it. There you go. Good luck, Amelia. Swear to gosh, if you ask another question, that card comes up again, I'm laughing. Amira. Okay. Amira, I'm not going to ask the cards about this one, but I'm going to tell you this, okay? Regardless if you get picked up for modeling tomorrow, okay? And if you are the top model in the entire world, okay? Being a top model only has a life expectancy of 10 to 15 years tops, okay? After 10 to 15 years, there's a chance of millions of different things happening that can completely ruin your fashion model degree or whatever. Just remember that. There's millions and millions of things that can be that. That's why I say have a backup, as in have an education. Education is the number one thing in the entire world. Regardless of what the hell is offered to you, regardless if you're the top fashion model, if you're the top NFL player in the entire world, it doesn't mean jack poop if you don't have an education to know how to use that money in the long run and how to do things for yourself in the end. So I tell you this, and I tell you this the best way possible. Get an education. Make sure you get your college degree to go towards what you really want to go for if you don't do modeling. So what I mean by that is being a vet in the long run, or whatever it may be that you want to be as your passion. Don't forget to always have that passion. Don't forget to always have that desire to be something bigger, because your looks can fade in a minute. I mean, all it takes is one mistake, and I state this out of a good point. Michael Jackson was making $1 million deal with Pepsi, okay, and he was sitting there, he was doing his Thriller song in Pepsi, and they had a pyrotechnic go off, and it burned the living hell out of his hair. From that day forward, he could never do commercials or things like that again without fear, because he was totally frightened of that type of situation. What if something like that happens to you? You never know. So, knock out that school. Make sure you're getting those A's. Make sure you're kicking butt at school, because in the end of it, your education has so much better, so much more options for you, because looks fade, your brain don't. Don't forget that. Good luck. All right, Kitty, can we get a 6-minute countdown.
Yeah.
All right, because my voice is starting to go. So I'm going to give it about 6 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and kill it for the night. That being said, I have no more questions in queue right now. But I'm going to say this. Everybody out there, and I state this for everybody that's in this room and everybody that's in the audience. Your dream job is one thing, and I hope and I pray that everybody here always gets their dreams, their wishes, and their everything to come true. But in the end of the day, if you don't have an education to back yourself up in, just think of this, okay? If you don't know how to balance your bank book, if you don't know how to know that people aren't treating you, incorrectly, that they're stealing from you, how are you going to ever make money? If you don't know how to balance your checkbook, which is a basic thing, you can't do that. So you got to think about this thing. If you don't know how to read a contract, if you don't know how to think about your business of you as a person, if you want to be a model, for instance, well, you got to have a manager. Well, if you're going to be a model, wouldn't you want to know what the hell a manager is supposed to do? So you'd actually sit there, if you do the math work, if you actually go to school and you actually learn what a manager actually does, when you sit there and you read your managing contract, you know more in that room than they think you know. My wife listens to this song, and this song is the most, it really speaks a lot to me about how like models and musicians and things like that get treated, and it's that one, oh my god, I can't think of the name of this song.
Producer Man?
Yes, Producer Man. Yeah. So, there's a song out there, it's called Producer Man. And it basically talks about how this young woman got taken advantage by a producer or a manager or something to that effect. Same difference, producer, manager, same different thing. And the reason why is because she had no education, because she came up for something so poor that she was not able to get that education. You are not, you all out here are not poor people. You have the chance to get educations, and you have chances to continue to learn and better yourself. Never forget to better yourself in every single form or fashion or way. Because in the end, all it does is puts more money in your pocket at the end of the day. I'll get off my soapbox about that. I apologize. I know I'm kind of ranting, but...
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
I know I'm a person on the internet and no one here has to believe me, but Dark and Contest, I did used to be a model. It's a very tough and very, very heartbreaking career. I would suggest not going in with it unless you have, like, a spine of, like, titanium.
Yep.
That's why I quit after 2 years.
Yep. And the other thing is, there are people on the internet here that can talk to you and tell you guys a million things and a million different stories. My story, and I'll be honest with you guys, my story is I grew up in the middle of Illinois, in a suburb of Chicago, and my family was, I'd say, poor to mid-class. I don't think we were super poor, but we weren't exactly medium class. We were definitely right on the verge of poorness. And I'll tell you, to get the hell out of that and to get myself an education, I went off to the military. In my time in the military, I did amazing things that, to this day, I can't explain to most people. I did top secret things. I worked with secret things. I did all kinds of amazing things. I was at the Twin Towers. I wasn't at the Twin Towers. I'm sorry. I was at the Pentagon when the Pentagon got hit on 9/11. I basically was the first responder there. I did all kinds of work there to fix that thing up. And I did so many amazing things to help in so many different ways during my entire career that I was very lucky. And then I got out, and after getting out, I had a degree as an IT, and then I actually went back and got a degree as an electrician. Now, I am retired at 42. Fully retired. I don't have to work another day in my life. I do jobs when I want to. That was because I got an education. So, take that as it be. Take whatever you want to take with it, but that's the best I can say. On that note, TikTok, I love you guys. You guys have a great night. We will be back Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Twitch and YouTube, same thing. We will be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, don't forget to do your dishes. We really appreciate you all. Let's see if there's anybody to raid right now, because it doesn't look like there is. Alright, there's nobody to raid, so I'm just going to let you guys go for the night. So thank you all very much for being here. Don't forget to do your dishes. And again, we will see you guys again Friday. Until then, love you all. Bye.